Ministers have been holding crisis talks aimed at limiting the damage caused by the collapse of the construction giant Carillion.
Carillion, as a contractor in the construction industry, was typical of many contractors. A poor business model in construction. They subcontracted out packages of work, consciously avoided taking on the responsibilities of direct employment. But what Carillion also did was expand its business interests into contracts in the public sector, so they became a facilities management contractor. So it was a really toxic mix that contributed to the very, very appalling outcome that we're all now aware of.
Carillion, the UK construction services company that's gone into liquidation, was left with a tiny amount of cash and billions of debt, according to court documents.
Carillion branched out into things that they had no experience in whatsoever, like prisons, prison maintenance. It was a scandal. How can you have a building company, a civil engineering company that's providing school meals?
Privatisation of the prison service was an absolute rush job, and it was completely cocked up. It became quite apparent that the Ministry of Justice had no real idea what works departments did.
We have very poor regulatory framework. Management of the company seemed to do a grab on packages to line their pockets, not to mention the pension fund. And also, worse still, government was sending out signals that all was well by awarding contracts.
But that'll not happen. Carillion will not go bust. Look at the workforce they've got worldwide. Surely that'll not happen. And then, fucking 2 weeks later, it happened alright.
It left many of them limbo, and a number of them were obviously concerned about where the next pay packet was coming from.
They had no idea about their own circumstances, but importantly, these are people committed to the services they provide. They clean hospitals or provide school meal, or frontline workers, worried who was going to step in and provide the services to patients and others that rely on them.
They took us to a posh hotel, stood there and goes, "It's a bad day for Carillion." It went down the tubes. But don't you worry, everybody will be looked after. Everybody in this room will be guaranteed a job. There'll be courses you can go on to learn, move on, retrain. Where? Retrain where? What courses? Where are these courses?
Nobody knows how many small businesses and enterprises have gone bust, and there are others. And I'm afraid to say we've just seen similar profit warnings being issued. We're very, very worried.
What about the apprentices, the families, the mortgages, the holidays, the schools? And what about the men that was with them for 30, 40 years? Carillion bust, so there's nothing. No money in the pot for this, no money in the pot for that. Aye, but there's plenty of money for my bonus. That's it, I'm off ski.
My mental health wasn't good. 2 weeks after Carillion went bust, my relationship ended. My oldest son is severely disabled. I was in a dark place. I'm not just saying it was Carillion, but it's certainly the whole build-up. It left me in a very, very dark place.
There's men committed suicide, and there's women and families burst up, split, divorce, everything because somebody's taken their livelihood away.
The company that took over from Carillion have hired me, and I'm back on there. Now I'm doing the same job, with the same conditions, in the same place, for about half the money. Privateers and all, they don't care about anything or anyone apart from money and profit. I understand money makes the world go round, you know. But they are why we're in this situation now.
The law's got to change.
The relationship between the big outsourcers and the Cabinet Office has got too much power now. They're putting the strings on things that they don't understand.
I've been in this game all my life. I've taken pride in a lot of jobs we've done. But see that man with Carillion? Who does he think he is? He's no better than me or that man sitting there. Why we have to do what he did to put people working for that company under the carpet? Why did he not sit down and discuss things and try to sort things out? I'll tell you why. Because he was too greedy and he didn't know what he was doing.
They get these alleged independent auditors in, but they're not independent, are they? They were using my money, my pension, and our pension money to pay shareholders' dividends.
Public services should be delivered in-house. We would seriously suggest that government doesn't do business with organisations that aren't viable. Don't put jobs and services in jeopardy. Unite called for a criminal investigation because we believe that laws and regulations have been breached. But actually, if no law has been broken, then the law needs to change, because this is bandit capitalism at its very worst. And we're really concerned that Carillion is the tip of the iceberg.
We're only the wee man at the bottom of the ladder. All these big men that are up the ladder that should be held guilty and responsible with Carillion, they're the ones that should be brought to justice. They basically wiped the carpet from under our feet and walked away.
We need better, stronger law to protect us all from bandit capitalism. We'd like to see an end to bandit capitalism, and our MPs can help us with that.